Juice Wrld, a name you most likely know well, but at the time, 2018 to be exact, you probably ain't know him too well. During 2018, it was like Juice Wrld just came out of nowhere. We didn't know nothing about him. Other than that, his music was good, he was from Chicago, and he was friends with Wrld. But the song that brought him into the spotlight, Lucid Dreams, actually came out in 2017 on his SoundCloud, but it ain't blow up until like the middle of 2018 in May. So during the time from when the song dropped on SoundCloud and when it actually blew up on Lyrical Lemonade, something happened. Juice got signed and that label push was all he needed. Bro had the talent, he just needed a way for people to see it. And so when the label heard that song, they knew it was a hit, so they re-released it and officially dropped it. And that's when Juice Wrld really blew up. You was hearing that song all over social media and people knew bro was next up. Even X was in Juice DMs, but while the world was discovering all this talent he had, it also brought the eyes of the bag. So if you was paying attention, you probably see me say this was 2018. It was really the takeover year for the rap. And if you remember right, 6ix9ine was beefing with everybody, including the whole of Chicago. But as that year went on, he was going from rapper to rapper, beefing with everybody, until he eventually landed on one Chicago rapper, Tato. So in May of 2018, some crazy allegations came out against Tato. His girlfriend at the time, Cuban Doll, got on IG posting pictures of herself bruised up saying Tato did it. And 6ix9ine being 6ix9ine, he got involved. So in the past, it said 6ix9ine and Cuban Doll had something going on, and so they was kind of friends. And one day, Cuban Doll got on live with 6ix9ine, but lives don't last forever. And so after they got off live, it was getting passed around online and eventually got passed to her at the time boyfriend, Tato. This is what really sparked the war between Chicago and 6ix9ine. After seeing the live, it said he confronted Cuban Doll and was accusing her of still messing with 6ix9ine. And so bro was doing some digging, and I'm guessing he found something, cause he called 6ix9ine and was talking crazy.
You hear me?
Lose the numbers, buddy. I kill people.
Shut the f*** up. You kill nobody, blood.
And before you get to wondering, what do this got to do with Juice Wrld? Just get a story time to play out. It all makes sense at the end. But this beef brought so many people into it, and something I ain't mentioned is that Tato is Sosa's cousin. And if you don't know, Sosa pretty much the face of Chicago. Really, everybody around the world got respect for Sosa. With 6ix9ine beefing with Tato and Sosa, I mean, in reality, he was beefing with the whole Chicago. But the 6ix9ine and Sosa beef that came from Tato and 6ix9ine got real crazy. After that Tato situation, 6ix9ine went straight to the internet trolling, started beef with everybody. Reese, Sosa, literally the whole Chicago.
Nobody give a f about what y'all did 3 years ago. I don't think y'all understand what I was talking about in my last video. What y'all did 4 years ago, 3 years ago, and living y'all raps, y'all don't do. I know that personally. What y'all gonna give me 48 hours? Yo, wait 2 months. Yo, this thing gonna die? Where? Where I'ma die? Chief Keef, Lil Reese, all them niggas. Talking nigga, this Treyway.
In the day after this video came out, Chief Keef got shot in New York. But after he got shot at, nobody knew for a fact who did it, but people was assuming it was 6ix9ine. And the crazy part is, we didn't find out what really happened that night until a year later. 2019, the court date came up about the Chief Keef situation. And to nobody's surprise, 6ix9ine was definitely involved. And they charged 6ix9ine men's coup to be with the shooting. But the craziest part is, when the pictures of the came out, they wasn't even nowhere near Sosa. Like, Sosa was on the ground, this nigga shooting at the billboard behind him. Like, come on bro, you tripping. But that ain't for me to talk about. The thing is though, during the same day that Chief Keef got shot at, 6ix9ine told TMZ he didn't have nobody go at Sosa. But it just keep getting worse. And at this point, 6ix9ine was disrespected more than just a rapper. He went out and disrespected the whole city.
You know what I'm saying? I got 15 burgers here, giving back to the community, because you know these other rappers, other Chicago rappers don't give back.
And like I just said, this where it started to spread out for more than just Sosa. In that video, 6ix9ine called out every Chicago artist. And what is Juice Wrld? A Chicago artist. And with him being from there, it was only natural he made some Chicago connections. And some of them connections he made was G Herbo and Bibby. He ended up signing to Bibby, but this ain't about him. This about Herbo. So him and Herb was actually real close, like people who spend a lot of time together, not just two niggas who go in the studio every once in a while. They was really locked in. And when Herb got involved with 6ix9ine, it brought Juice right with him. So one day, Act posted about Chief Keef right after what I was just talking about happened. Academics posted, Chief Keef ain't doing no talking. Y'all already know how he come. He don't be on that internet stuff. And Herb got in the comments defending his mans, talking about some LOL, y'all know my shorty don't play that. But 6ix9ine had something to say. Told bro suck his. Herb never responded to that though. But that don't mean him and Juice ain't say nothing about him in private. Cause soon after this, Juice WRLD had a show and he came prepared. After all that disrespect to Juice friends in his city, he had to speak out.
6ix9ine! 6ix9ine!
Not gonna lie, Juice real bold for this 6ix9ine at the time, cause think about it. He had only been popping for a few months, so he didn't really have a name, like he didn't have his feet in the ground. And at the time, 6ix9ine could have possibly did some real damage to his reputation. But for some reason, 6ix9ine was holding back. Like he's still talking, but he ain't take it too far like he normally do. But when they started beefing, the hip hop world started to clown Juice. People was basically like, why this emo dude trying to talk crazy to people? People was trying to say all Juice do is talk about being sad and heartbroken, like it's not his place to beef with 6ix9ine. And people was like, bro, you should be lucky 6ix9ine spared you. But we all know 6ix9ine, and even though he said he was gonna spare Juice WRLD, he didn't. Now look, before I play this clip, I'm gonna have to cut out a certain part. Basically, it was a shadow of a girl getting piped out.
So what the f did I tell you about with this bozo Peter Parker in the face? Man, we out of here, man. Come on, so man.
And after this, the internet went wild. Everybody was making even more jokes about Juice WRLD, and the world was just waiting on him to respond. But that day never came. And look, even though that day never came, 6ix9ine was still talking about bro. Over a month later, 6ix9ine and Juice somehow ended up at the same show. But the thing about this show, Juice WRLD was the opening act. And you guess who the headliner was? 6ix9ine. And as soon as 6ix9ine got on stage, he was trolling, was talking about F Chief Keef, all this crazy talk, but someone he ain't speak on was Juice. Like, I really want you to think about it. 6ix9ine and Juice in the same building, but 6ix9ine ain't talk about him. He decided to talk about the man that's 1,000 miles away. But 6ix9ine decided to speak on Juice WRLD when he was in the comfort of his own home. He posted a picture of him performing. It was like, y'all, guess who opened for me today? Juice WRLD. I mean, Juice Box. It was the joke wasn't funny, but he trolled anyway. But Juice still never responded. And the craziest part about that whole situation when it was at the show is that Juice WRLD was the opening act. Like, why was Juice WRLD the opening act? Because at the time, Juice WRLD album was selling like 40,000 copies a week, and he had a top 10 single. So in reality, he was hotter than 6ix9ine, but I guess social media wise, 6ix9ine was hotter. So for Juice WRLD not to be the headliner is crazy. And even though he never responded to 6ix9ine, he did say something about him in an interview a few months later. But that was that. They never beefed again, and 6ix9ine stopped speaking on Juice WRLD until Juice WRLD passed away.
This is one reason I respect Juice WRLD, right? I was clowning Juice WRLD. Look what he hit me with.
He said, boy, that video funny as hell. I can't stop watching it.
And you know what I said? I said, yo, call me. He said, you taking over the world. I said, peace, king. He said, what's your number? I sent it.
This was really one of the only times 6ix9ine was actually respecting somebody. I thought he was gonna troll Juice even more after he passed, but he changed for once and had some respect. But on the topic of 6ix9ine, I really went into detail about his life and his beefs in this video right here.